Hello everyone, I am Syed Mohammad Hifzan and we are Team Lost Ark. I am going to present our project Nexus AI. What is Nexus AI? It is a smart and graph-based fund flow tracking platform which is designed to help the bank to detect fraud investigators faster and more accurately. How it works? It works by turning complex banking transaction into visual graph where accounts are shown as nodes and money as connections or edges. This allows the investigators to see the complete flow of money in real time instead of manually checking the whole records. What makes it unique? There are two functionalities which makes it unique. The first one is a time replay and the second one is one-click case report. In time replay, investigators can replay the transaction step by step like a video. In one-click case report, a full fraud report is generated instantly using AI. Simply concluding it, to investigate a fraud, what takes 2 to 3 days are now just done in 30 minutes. Coming to the next slide, as you can see, this represents the outline of our project, which is divided into three parts: the blue, the purple and the green. The blue part is a foundational and a main part in which it focuses on graph visualization, pattern detection and risk scoring. Purple part. This is the enhanced part of a foundational part where it handles time replay and AI case narrator. The last and the green part. This is the advanced part of among all of it, which includes fund trace and one-click case report. So coming to the next slide, which is technical approach, it explains how our system actually works behind the scene, step by step. The first one is graph visualization and fund trace. In this, it converts bank transactions into visual network graph where the accounts are shown as nodes and the transactions are shown as edges. So how we are converting it into a form of a graph? By using a tools Neo4j, Cypher, D3.js and React.js, where Neo4j stores the data as graph, Cypher finds the relationship, D3.js draws the interactive graph and React.js build a UI. So I will be explaining you this in detail in a form of a diagram. Graph visualization and fund trace, it shows how money flows is tracked. The data is stored as node, the visualization shows the connection and UI display the fund movement clearly. To give an overview of a graph visualization and fund trace how it works, this diagram illustrates how complex financial transactions are visualized using graph technology. Data is structured into nodes and connections, enabling clear visualization of money flow across accounts. Investigators can interact with this visual interface to trace the movements of funds, uncover hidden relationships, and identify fraud networks quickly and efficiently. Next, we are having time replay. It allows the investigator to replay the transactions like in a form of a video. How it works? It shows step-by-step movement of a money over time, and it also gives a functionality of a speed control. It pauses and inspects any movement of the fraud. You can watch the fraud happen step by step. This diagram shows how pattern detection and risk scoring work. This diagram shows the intelligent engine behind fraud detection. It combines multiple technologies, real-time data streaming, neural networks, and machine learning models to identify hidden fraud patterns and calculate risk score. By analyzing large volumes of data instantly, the system detects anomalies that traditional rule-based system might miss, ensuring higher accuracy and proactive fraud prevention. So coming to the next, we have pattern detection. It automatically finds the fraud patterns like circular transaction. For an example, we are having three accounts A, B and C. The A transfers the money to the B account and the B account transfers the money to the C account, and then again the C account transfers the money back to A account. This forms a circular transactions. So the tools which we are using for pattern detections are Python plus Network X, XGBoost and Sharp, where Python plus Network X detects patterns in a graph, XGBoost calculates fraud risk score, and Sharp explain why something is risky. So basically, system does not only finds the fraud but shows how risky it is and why. This diagram highlights how AI replaces manual report writing in fraud investigations. Instead of spending hours creating repost, the AI case narrator gathers insights such as graphs, risk score, and patterns and convert them into a clear human readable narrative. This ensures faster and more accurate and consistent report generation, allowing investigators to focus on decision making rather than documentation. The next one is AI case narrator. What it does, it simply converts the complex transaction data into a simple English explanation. So, coming to the next, we have one-click case report. It generates a complete fraud report instantly. It includes the transaction details, graph image, risk score, AI explanation. The tools which we are using to convert a click case report are Python, which creates PDF, API, which sends report to FIU system. So basically, what took days of manual work is now just done in minutes. This diagram explains the time replay feature, which reconstructs the sequence of fraudulent transactions over time. It allows investigators to visually track how fraud evolves from the first suspicious transaction to the final outcome. By presenting event day by day, it provides clear insights into the fraud timeline, making it easier to understand patterns, identify key moments, and take informed actions. Our next slide shows the feasibility and viability. Why our project is feasible? Our solution is highly feasible because it uses proven technologies already which are trusted by the global banks like Neo4j and D3.js. So there is no experimental risk here. It integrates directly with existing system and adds advanced capabilities like transaction replay and fund tracing. Key challenges. We address key challenges such as scale, AI accuracy, and legacy integration through graph optimization. One-click case report, how it works. This diagram demonstrates how a fraud case is transformed into an official report with just one click. From the moment a transaction is recorded, the system collects and processes all relevant data. It then automatically generates a structured report, assembles supporting evidence, and submits it directly to authorities. The process is concluded the confirmation and acceptance of the report, significantly reducing time, errors, and manual workload for investigators. So coming to the next slide, we have impact and benefit. What our project impacts and what benefits it gives. For investigators, processes that traditionally required 2 to 3 days of intensive manual analysis can now be just completed within seconds through our advanced graph visualization and fund tracing capabilities. Our system is designed to go beyond the conventional rule-based approaches by identifying complex and hidden fraud patterns that are often overlooked, thereby significantly enhancing the accuracy and reliability of fraud detection. As a result, we project a 60 to 70% reduction in fraud losses and approximately an 80% decrease in investigation workload, delivering substantial operational efficiency and strategic value to financial institutions. This diagram presents an end-to-end view of the fraud investigation lifecycle powered by our system. It starts with real-time transaction injection and automatically progresses through risk scoring and pattern detection to identify suspicious activity. Once a potential fraud is detected, alerts are raised instantly, followed by advanced capabilities like time replay and fund tracing to reconstruct the fraud path Finally, the system generates automated report and support seamless filling with authorities, reducing manual efforts and accelerating the entire investigation process. Coming to the business model, we offer our solution as a SaaS platform for banks divided into three tiers: the foundation tier, the investigator tier, and the intelligence tier. The foundation tier includes code detection features. The investigation tier adds tracing and reporting tools. The intelligence tier, it provides advanced features like AI narration and time replay. To enter the market, we are planning to offer a 90-day free pilot allowing bank to see real result before committing, which helps overcome long procurement cycles. So coming to the research and references, our solution is strongly backed by trusted research, industry practices, and regularity frameworks. For graph-based analysis, we rely on proven concepts from graph databases and financial network studies. For risk coding and explainability, we use models like XGBoost and Sharp, which are widely accepted in the industry for accurate and transparent decision making. The AI case narrator is based on modern large language models, ensuring clear and human readable explanation. Most importantly, our system aligns with RBI guidelines, FIUIND standards, and FATF regulations, ensuring full compliance with financial law. This strong research foundation makes our solution not only innovative but also reliable, explainable, and ready for real world deployment.